in Fortitude Valley and Eastern Suburbs. Eastern Suburbs scoring 264 points in the competition, 48 against. Valley's 230 and 72 against. A good crowd for this match this afternoon. Two good teams that have performed very, very competently during the Winfield State League. They've met once so far this season. That was in the Woolies pre-season. It was a win to East by 20 points to 16. We'll find out the story this year in just a moment. Wally Lewis leading Fortitude Valley out, and notice once again, Mike, that he has that very heavily strapped left knee again, the one that's been giving a bit of trouble, and he had it very severely strapped up last week, and it's exactly the same this time round.
I think it's for prevention more than cure, Bill, so it doesn't get any worse.
Well, he's one of the key men, the key man, I should imagine, in the Fortitude Valley lineup. Eastern Suburbs this afternoon, led by Michael Booth, their fullback, who's also had a very good season so far, Michael, and he's been rewarded by leading the side today.
Yes, been very steady for Eastern Suburbs. We have commented on it as he's played the games in front of us here so far at Lang Park, and acquitted himself very well indeed.
There's one change in the Eastern Suburbs lineup, and that's Larry Brigginshaw, of course, is out. Trevor Cook comes into the side. I would imagine that he'll go to 5'8", and Lindenberg into the halfback spot, but we'll just wait until we see how they line up when they do get underway. Referee today is Barry Gomersall from Mackay. He's got the top job here today, Mick, and he, of course, has been doing pretty well the last couple of seasons.
Been very steady indeed, and of course I've mentioned that before, but he has a hooter similar to mine, Bill. Yeah.
The ball to Max Sala's dummy half, Cook, Lindenberg. Little kick from him. Booth is lurking throughout after it. Coming across is Geordie Laurie. Taken on the toe by Booth. He's got the run on it. Can he get a bit of a go from here? No, he's going to be pushed into touch. It'll be picked up, dived on by Kelly, and it's a try. Kelly's in. Eastern Suburbs draw first blood at Lang Park.
Oh, superb stuff. And quick thinking, of course, it was Lindenberg that put the chip over the top. And from then on, it was up, as you will see here. A little short chip from Lindenberg. And I tell you what, Michael Booth showing a lot more speed than I've given him credit for. Put Geordie Laurie into a very invidious position, Bill. There was the kick. Geordie had to take him out of play and lay helpless as he watched Ray Kelly go over for a very easy try.
Here's a head-on shot of that now with East and a lead of 4 points to 0. Here's Lindenberg coming straight up to Brian Niebling, then the little kick, and look at Booth. Took off. And he had Laurie in all sorts of trouble here because once he got a toe to it, Laurie's had to turn around and start to go, whereas he had his feet on the way. So he had a bit of a start on him. He didn't as he disappeared over the touchline, but I don't think Michael Booth would have been too worried about that as he saw Ray Kelly dive on it for the try. The score remains East leading by 4-0. Kavanagh to the back in, good chip kick, flying through. Yes, it is a try. Good work, Johnson the man. Good piece of work.
Oh, well done, Ross Hendrick. We haven't seen him play too well because, as we said this morning, he's been injured a lot. But watch this. He couldn't get it cleanly, and he didn't want to pass it, so he thought, well, they're all behind me. Just a nice little chip over here. And watch Johnson. No one in front, and straight ahead. And Valley's back in this match.
Right back into it. 4-4 the score. Here it is now. There's Hendrick. Now you can't at this stage see Johnson. Now you can. Eyes on the ball all the way. And over in that corner. Waved away. The score remaining 4-4 at Lang Park. Points are on the board. Kavanagh across field. Then Brian Niebling. Got it back nicely to Kavanagh. Turns it on to Hendrick. Hendrick to the halfway, no support. Now over the top to Lewis. This is good. Keeping it going. Lewis dummied nicely. Then to Johnson. He's got Booth to be put in the touch.
Oh dear, I thought Johnson could have gone infield there to keep play mobile for Valleys, but beautifully done.
Halting his progress. Now to Ray Kelly to back up. Well held up by the defence, so he had to go back inside. There's the half-time hooter, Lindenberg to Cook. Cook up over the quarter line. Booth, the big fullback, taps on the pace. He's got some too. Back inside to Stacey. Here's danger. Stacey has Geordie up. Laurie going in all directions. And it won't be 4-4 at half-time. It'll be 8-4 for sure. What a try.
What a beauty. And it was full length of the field. Great stuff from Eastern Suburbs, and here it is again. Ray Kelly running all around the place here. Gets it out to this wing, now it goes right back the other side, And there's total contortions done here at times to keep the ball alive. Lindy gives a little short one, and this is the man that made the break. Cook on to the fullback and captain, who's having a ripping game, is Mr. Booth. And Stacey went out and in and then out again. And, of course, once he was past Jody, that was the end of it for Jody Laurie. And a great try.
Great wingers try, Mick. As you said, it started off with Cook, but beautifully finished off by Steve Stacey. And here it is again. There are several bits about this that really stood out. I think that little short pass of Lindenberg's
and the
was
one
top stuff.
And Backer getting it back inside was a bit of a miracle to start.
There's Lindy, just enough to Cook. Wriggled out of the tackle. Now this one they've really put on the pace. And look at Geordie Laurie. He'll be having some bad dreams tonight because he's had a heck of a time today. Chopping and changing, they've been coming at him in all directions. Stacey, tackled by Johnson right on the line, but the big fella had his eye set for that corner, and that's exactly where he went. Half-time sees Easts leading by 8 points to 4. Tried desperately. Lewis from dummy half, diving for the line, he's in. Wally Lewis over. It's 8-all at Lang Park.
And that was an individual effort to Lewis. He really went for the blocker on that occasion. You'll see when he picked it all up at dummy half, watch him. I'm off. And as soon as he made up his mind, look at him. He was just threw himself. Now there's 1, 2, 3 there. No chance. He's over the white line, and that was a determined effort. Look at it. Head on.
It's real determination, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
52% so far this season. Is he going to make the difference to the Valleys team? No, he's not. It's still 8-all at Lang Park. Darren Morris coming up for the shot at goal. A crucial one here. 2 points are coming very handy for Valleys, and they've got them. 10-8. They hit the front at Lang Park. And he's been successful. They are in command by 12 points to 8.
You wouldn't have seen it.
Bob Arnold leaving the field. Now Russell Klein, big chance, he's in. Russell Klein in, a very important try for Valleys. A lead of 16-8.
Oh, good stuff from Valleys. They just kept pounding away, and in the end, it was East defence that just gave up. Short pass. Now watch it. Nothing should have eventuated from there. Just bad defence. Klein going in for an easy one. He should have bowled him into touch there. We'll see from the head on who it was, but I think it's Booth that misses him. I could be wrong. No, I was wrong. It was Backer. Dreadful. See, he should have really got him there.
Bumped off very easily. It's going to fall well short, so the score remains Valleys lead by 16-8. And that's three-quarter time at Lang Park. Clearing it across there to Lindenberg. Long one to McNally. Juggled it. Now over the top. Picked up by Backer. Backer sends it back inside to Jones. Jones sets sail for the corner. Has he got it down? Waiting for the referee. Lewis disputing it. Try. It is a try. Awarded there by referee Barry Gomez Hall. Took plenty of time with it.
Well, actually, he had to. He was waiting for his touch judge, and Wally Lewis is saying a few words to the touch judge. But let's have a look at the replay. I tell you what, McNally juggled it and then went the same way, and that's where the try was on. If he had gone back inside, nothing would have happened. Let's have a close look and see if Jones does go out. There's little Jody, and now look at the cover defence coming, and oh, he dropped it. And that's what Lewis is raving about, and well he might.
Shane McNally on his way with his shot at goal. It looks reasonable, but not good enough. So the score remains 16-12. Valleys looking for the try to seal it up. Wally Lewis, desperation stakes, but away it goes, and there's a try for Carrocken. Terry Carrocken over in the corner, and Valleys have wrapped it up at Lang Park now.
And deservedly so. They played great football, and that's dry weather football they're playing right now with the rain tumbling down. And I thought that the little fullback, Jody Laurie, would go in, but no, here's Lewis standing up, looks for the support. Bit late there, and Carrocken, who showed us quite a bit of speed, and a couple of movements earlier back.
So the score remains 20-12 in Valleys' favour.
He kicked the field goal, but I thought he had a great captain's knock. Haven't performed and produced the goods this afternoon under the first pressure, real pressure that we've seen them.